What's going on, Bearhandians? Bare Hands here, bringing you a Clash Royale video today, all about the Crown Championship going on right now. I did better than I have yet to do before in the tournaments, and I think I'm kind of growing in the experience. A lot of fun competing in this thing. I made it to the finals, which was really cool, and then I got shut out by the #1 guy there, which he moves on to the next 32 and then has to end up winning that bracket, which I'm curious. I'll probably, after recording this, go check out how he did, just to see how my opponent who beat me out did in the tournaments. My first 2 games here against Payday, I ended up winning both of those, so it was a 2-0. Those were good games. And then I played against Sky Guy 41, who was kind of a troll. I won the first game, then he came back and won the second. I shouldn't have switched decks, really, because he was kind of a one-trick pony with this Golem beatdown. So then I switched back to this Rocket Pong deck here that did so good the first time and ended up winning that. And then he proceeded to just kind of spam the chat to get the games to go away, and then spam in the, Smash GG site that he had actually won the last game. Very, very annoying. And then the highlight of my year, I got to play Nick at Night here, which was a ton of fun. Really, really solid games. Probably got a little bit lucky there. We're going to watch these 2 games. I think I kind of got really good deck matchups, and even still with pretty much, in my opinion, kind of hard counters to the decks, I still ended up just barely winning both of these games. Even not having won, I could say I was pretty stoked about being able to have the honor to play Nick at Night. Super cool. But we're starting off our game here. He's going to throw the pump down. We're going to get our princess going down in the back, and you want to punish this pump here as quickly as possible. So I'm going to get the hog push going here. And he's got a nice shutdown for the hog. I don't have my log in rotation. I waste a little bit of elixir there. He goes ahead and gets his lumberjack down. We get a couple of shots off on the tower. Just one. The lumberjack is a beast. And then we're going to sit back here with the ice wizard, really trying to focus on, in these tournaments, playing really defensive. And it paid off here. He comes in with this push. We go ahead and throw down the lumberjack. We throw the log silly over here on the lane, which was definitely a misplay. I'm going to go ahead and capitalize on the immediate pump with this rocket here. Wasn't in my first hand rotation, else I would have rocketed his first one. And we have a decent start to the game here. And this is where kind of things go in my advantage with the tornado. We've got Princess, the balloon, sorry. We've got Tornado, Ice Wizard, and Princess. So it's an insane counter to Lavaloon, in my opinion. It just slows everything down. He's going to come in here with the minions. We've got our hog going down. We don't throw our log because I don't know if did we know he had? Yes, we knew he had the Goblin Gang. We just didn't, we weren't that pro. He arrows away our princess here. Just the chip game. That's what this deck is all about. Chip it down and then win with the rocket. He's going to get that pump going back here again. I'm going to make sure he doesn't get that elixir advantage going into this 1 minute mark, and I'm going to rocket that away. And then he is going to, what's he going to do, throw this lumberjack down? I like that we're both playing lumberjack. You don't see a whole lot, at least I don't see a whole lot of lumberjack. He's going to get the lava hound down. I'm going to start up a slow ice wizard because I wanted to meet it as it comes over the river here. The river of unending elixir. He comes in with the balloon, so I decide, let's shoot this hog down here to get a little bit of extra damage while I cycle around to a second ice wizard here. He's going to go ahead and log. I'm going to throw the skeletons down. I'm going to block this lumberjack with our lumberjack, and then we're going to tornado everything back. And now I was a little worried here because that balloon looks like it is right on our tower. The splash is going to hit us, but we're able to defend there. And let's set up a second ice wizard again, get the skeletons as a cycle. I could have rocketed there, but I wanted to get a little bit of damage. We want to start chipping this tower down, force him to take away from his push, get the tornado in here, throw a third ice wizard down on the field. That's just ridiculous, the ice wizard action here. He's got his lumberjack coming in, and once he throws that Lava Hound down, we want to take advantage, get the hog going in here. All I needed was one hit. I was pretty confident I could get it with the assistance of the log. And then we get a rocket here. Really, really close. I think if I didn't get that tower there, we were done for sure. So even with a deck that I feel really confident against the Lava Hound, Nick at Night, you did awesome. What a great game. All right, and then this was our second game here. Didn't think he would whip out an X-Bow deck on us, but kind of luck of the draw here at the beginning of the game. He's going to throw down an Elixir Pump, and we're going to just go crazy and punish here with the Baby Dragon, if I could talk, Graveyard and the Poison, which is just so good in my opinion for a starting play with a pump. And just being able to chip that tower down, get rid of the elixir advantage of the elixir pump, and then assist the graveyard with the poison is just too much worth. And then he goes ahead and throws the Expo down, and we've got Bowler in hand, so it really worked out perfectly for us. We're going to go ahead and get Skeletons down on this Knight. The Bowler, I could have probably played the Bowler a little bit closer up there so it would have splashed damage onto the Expo. But again, not that pro. Let's go ahead and get the Electro Wizard down, slow down the Expo. His Mega Minion is going to just decimate that Electro Wizard really quickly. Maybe I should have played it over on the other side. And he chips a ton of damage off, and he's really good with this Inferno Tower Expo because I'm running a Bowler. He knows to keep it close over there so he can shut that down. He goes ahead and throws an immediate Inferno Tower because he knew I was going to play Graveyard. I have to say I did plan on baiting out the Inferno Tower there so that I can play Poison while having an Elixir advantage. He goes ahead and gets the Expo down again. We got the Bowler down again. What do we do here? We throw the Electro Wizard down here next to the Expo so that we can slow it down. We don't want the Expo to lock onto our tower. It's inevitable, though. We're not doing that much damage. We get the Knight down a little bit too late, and he still chips a ton of damage off on the tower. I was a little scared at this point. I knew that I could poison out his right-hand tower, but then with him taking out one of our towers, I think we'd still have an advantage since it was an Expo that we were playing against. But I really don't like when we have an advantage and they're able to get that tower out and then take it. So let's go ahead and just poison this away. Again, getting that Inferno Tower down, kind of causing him to commit on more Elixir on defense so that I can defend a little bit better against the Expo. Doesn't work out that well. I throw the Baby Dragon in range of the Inferno Tower, which I'm sure is why he's been playing the Inferno Tower that closely, and as a last-ditch effort to prevent our tower from falling, we throw the Poison down on the Expo, and we're thankful for it because we definitely would have lost it there. And here we go. Let's get our Bowler down as defense. Let's get our Baby Dragon over to the side. Nope. Nope, nope. Let's get our Knight down. Man, that Inferno Tower is scary. We don't have our Electro Wizard in hand. And just barely we're able to secure the victory there, just kind of throwing stuff down there to soak the Expo shots. Nick, if you ever watch this, excellent games. I appreciate it. Definitely look up to you. You're an awesome content creator. Great games. Then after those games, I kind of tailor-made the decks because kind of trying to use strategy to defend against specific decks. I don't have very much practice with specific tournament decks, so I was trying to just tailor mine to better counter. I played against Cooper, who ran a Graveyard at first, and I knew that he would. I just had a good idea, so I threw, instead of a Knight, I threw a Valkyrie in there, and it definitely won us the game there. And then I just kept it because I was unsure if he was going to switch. He switched to a Hog Lightning, and being really confident with our Tornado, we were able to, and our Bowler, we were able to shut that down pretty soundly and get great value off of whenever we Graveyard, just get that Poison down there. We're not going to show those two games. They were great games, Cooper. Well done. This is where the downfall happened. Playing against MX Swordsman. He was a really great sport. I want to throw that out there. He kicked my butt with Graveyard, which hurt pretty bad. I definitely think experience with playing against tournament decks is what I'm lacking at this point. I even thought, I'm sure he's going to throw down Graveyard. He'd been playing Graveyard the whole tournament mostly, and I really wanted to switch over to a Three Musketeers deck, but I did not because I haven't been playing with a Three Musketeers deck steady enough to feel confident with it. I think I might have won. He was a good enough player to potentially switch and beat me out anyways. But great games, had a lot of fun. We're not going to show those. Instead, I'm going to kind of showcase a deck that I want to practice up for tomorrow. When I go into tomorrow's tournament, I want to have something that I am ready with to go against these Graveyard decks. I know when I play Graveyard, I really struggle against Three Musketeers. Pretty sure it's as close to a hard counter as you can get here. So I want something in my belt so that if I get shut out by a Graveyard deck, I don't get shut out the next game by the same deck because I don't feel confident with anything else. It's pretty much what happened. I switched between the two decks, just had my number. So great games. Alright, this is the deck I'm going to be practicing with. I actually saw Colton83 playing with this thing. It looked a lot of fun. Not sure how I feel about using the heal spell as I am one level low on it. Not entirely certain how much that's going to hurt me at tournament standards, but we throw down at the same time with Royal Giant and my Goblin Gang, so we chip a bunch of damage off here. He's able to get 2 hits off, and just kind of scoping out what his deck is. I've seen the Zap, and I've seen the Fireball. Now this is kind of a spell bait deck in that you really need to know what kind of spells they're running before you throw anything down. Okay, so we kind of test things out at the beginning of the game. I'm going to go ahead and pump up, I think. I think that's probably our best option right now. Don't know why I would waste that much elixir, but we go ahead and throw the pump down. And then we're going to go ahead and just soak a hog here, because sometimes you have to sack a ton of health off of your tower if you ever want to get that pump down, and I really feel like pump is essential to a Three Musketeers deck, because if you never play the pump, then you don't get the advantage of them not using the Fireball on your pump. Because if they don't use the Fireball on your pump, check this out, another thing about the deck that we'll talk about here, but as I was saying, if you don't use the pump, then they don't Fireball it and they can use it on your Three Musketeers, which gives you an elixir advantage. If you don't use the pump, then they Fireball your Three Musketeers, and you don't get the elixir advantage anyways. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You need to work on your pump game. He's going to go ahead and counter this push here. The other thing is all of the cards in this deck, Three Musketeers, Battle Ram, and Minion Horde especially, really synergize with that heal spell. And we're going to show that again. We kind of got a surprising amount of damage over on the right-hand side with it. And we'll kind of look here. Let's throw the Battle Ram down. I knew he had his Fireball out of rotation. He goes ahead and zaps, which does not kill Minion Horde. And then our heal spell brings Minion Horde all the way back up to full health and keeps our Barbarians alive tanking. And we crush the one tower. Now I'm going to put pressure over on this side. He's going to have to throw 4 elixir down, which is going to allow us to then throw our Three Musketeers down and deal a ton of damage to this Royal Giant before he's able to clean it up. Excuse me. So, let's go ahead in here with this push again. We've got the Battle Ram. We're going to not throw our heal spell down because the Fireball is over leveled, so it's going to kill our Musketeers anyways. Let's wait until, again, Zap and Fireball are out of rotation, or just Fireball, and we're able to keep our minions alive and take out the other tower. What an awesome way to play with the heal spell. I was looking for a heal spell deck for a while. Really happy that I stumbled across Colton's stream when he was playing with the thing. Just looked fun, and it is. Give it a try sometime, guys. Wish me luck on tomorrow's tournament. Maybe we could do a little bit better. Maybe we'll do a little bit worse. Hard to tell, but we're going to grind this thing here a little bit. Or maybe a different Three Musketeers combination if heal spell isn't kind of grooving with me. I know there are some solid Three Musketeers decks out there, but again, wish me luck. Hope I could get some practice in, maybe not lose to Graveyard as poorly. Competition's hot out there. I know once I get through that first 32-man bracket, that second one is going to have some hot players in it, and I'm looking forward to hopefully having an opportunity to play against some awesome players again, like Nick at Night. That was so much fun, and definitely made this experience awesome. Thanks so much for stopping in for this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Hope to see you in the next episode wherever you are in your day. Make it awesome. See you later.